Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Yeah, okay, give me a break. I know it's a couple days after, but anyway, I got something specially planned for you. Yeah. So you remember last year when I reviewed the Leprechaun? Yeah, I know, give me a break. I sounded like I was on antidepressant pills, but thank God, this St. Patrick's Day, I got a fun-filled episode for you where I review the Leprechaun 2. Yeah. Figures. But before I do, I think I need to address the weirdly edited, yet somehow strange, well, it is actually strange, DVD cover. Why is he holding a candle? Look, even the poster's messed up. Same damn thing. Please, somebody, fix this. Oh, okay, that's better. Look, he's holding a coin.
Alright, I know I got better things to review, but since I did the first one, I thought I might as well do the second one. So here it goes. The first thing that many people were curious about was why all the Leprechaun movies don't sync up. Well, here's the deal. Each Leprechaun movie has its own story, and at least in this one they give us the goddamn courtesy to view it in widescreen. So number 2 is the beginning of the new Leprechaun story, as we open up 1,000 years before the time frame of our current story. As we find out, it's the Leprechaun's 1,000th birthday, as he and his slave feast their eyes upon his chosen bride. After finding out the girl the Leprechaun intends to marry is his daughter, the slave sacrifices himself for her, as the Leprechaun now has to wait another 1,000 years. While the title cards roll, we see the line of women leading from the daughter to the girl of the modern day. Are you for real, movie? Like, dead serious, are you for real?
Oh, come on, you're telling me one of the ancestors was on the Titanic? Bullshit.
So we cut to our modern day characters, Bridget and Cody. Cody is a no-good swindler brought up by his cheapskate uncle Morty. They both run a bullshit haunted tour business.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what about the Leprechaun? Well, let me tell you this. I'm gonna explain it to you so even a monkey can understand it.
The Leprechaun comes out of a tree that looks like a gateway to hell.
Okay, here we got a movie about a leprechaun that lives in a tree because I have no goddamn idea.
So basically the rest of the movie is Leprechaun's pursuit to get Bridget, and once he finally has her, Cody's pursuit to get her back.
Unlike the first movie, Leprechaun 2 has an in-depth story that actually works in its favor, and that's kind of nice to see.
The kills in this movie are corny as hell. Like, remember how in the first movie I mentioned the Leprechaun killing somebody with a pogo stick? Well, how about this for a follow-up? How about we use an espresso steamer?
Geez, were the guys who made this movie high on cocaine or something?
They must have been for this next scene to take place a little bit later in the movie. Well, actually before the espresso machine thing, because that's what leads into it. Morty and the Leprechaun have a drinking contest, and naturally, Leprechaun gets drunk. Yes, people. This is what we're supposed to be afraid of, apparently. We have a movie about a killer leprechaun, and yet we need to have a scene where not only is he plastered, but he has to levitate an ashtray with goofy, dumb facial expressions.
Yeah, that's right. I don't get scared by demons easily, but drunk leprechauns that make ashtrays float, yeah, that really sends me screaming, running for the hills.
Another thing that really pisses me off, well, actually a lot of things piss me off, to tell you the truth, but one in particular is the Leprechaun's kryptonite. Remember in the first one how he was harmed by 4-leaf clovers? Well, in the second one, iron hurts him. However, I do give them credit, though. They did throw in his obsession with shining shoes. But I swear to God, I think this is the dumbest line this movie has to offer.
You can't hide from me! I know where you live!
It's just so frigging dumb, it's unreal. Yeah, it is. But you know what's even more unreal than that? Is originally this movie was called One Wedding and Lots of Funerals. Where the hell did they come up with that title? This is a movie about a leprechaun. I mean, you know what? That's it. I gotta wrap this thing up. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track.
It's true they say the first movie is always going to be the best. Well, movies like T2, Back to the Future 2, X-Men 2, Child's Play 2, and The Dark Knight help prove that statement wrong. I have the same feeling with Leprechaun 2. It's far more superior to its predecessor. The first one lacked in-depth story, so Trimark decided to make it up for the sequel. The plot is decent, the characters are memorable, especially Bridget, but for all the wrong reasons, don't get me wrong, and that's what's nice about it. I wouldn't go as far to say it's a great movie, but at least it's watchable all the way through. If you need to spare 2 hours and you can find this movie, have a watch.